short stream today. I just want to get this Zen feeling in him because the subliminal messaging in there, I believe, seems to be working. You know, I did buy 2 packs of cigarettes today. Kind of planning on not having the pack last me through tomorrow, the second pack. Much more for the other pack today. So hopefully by the end of work tomorrow, that unless I decide to smoke. But I'm kind of I do technically smoke a bit at work, which is like the big area where I smoke. I don't know. I guess. But in some ways, like it's trying to distract my ear from smoking, which is a little bit. It sounds. I can do it. I know I can, because that habit, you know, you just get like, you just get used to it, and it's pretty that habit that you just need to break. You know, because you get in these, like I think the biggest areas where I smoke, pretty much in my car and at work. I don't smoke as much like here because because you know I'm easily distractions. You know, I was just watching Arrow, and I was gonna like go before I started watching Arrow, but then so I watched the whole episode. You know, distractions like that are a little bit easy. A little bit of it, like the nicotine kick it did kick itself to me. But like I said, that's the biggest area that I need to work on. It's just stopping, you know, swinging down at work. You know, there are people I can see, but I hate doing that. Like I hate it. Sometimes you just need that, like, just a little bit of kicks, you know, which I'm gonna do tomorrow, but I don't think I will. It really depends on what I'm doing tomorrow. So I'll be on the stack tomorrow. So by the way, like I am a specimen processing technician, and basically what I do is I input order information for tests, pour off specimens, you know, and pretty much get them ready to go run tests. You know, we'll send them up to the main lab, or so that we can run here. You know, either or. But yeah, you know, it's pretty. It can be a little bit dangerous, you know, if you're not very careful. You know, I'm pretty damn careful. You know, I'm a little bit fast. I'm fast, but I'm not as careful as I should be, which kind of sucks. You know, we have an error we go by. You know, like how many errors where you allow it in, like, you know, a month, and pretty much, you know, the goal is below 1%. So I'm pretty sure that last month was above 1%. Kinda sucks. So, but you know, I did terrible last month. There's so much stress in the month of October. So I'm still kind of leaning into this month, but you know, I can focus on quitting smoking, then I should do okay. You know, that's when I did quit, and I was that you know, I had a lot more in the month time, the month, you know, wasn't smoking. It was, you know, even paychecks, it was still, you know, still had, I was able to save quite a bit. Able to start was, yeah, been promoted. Was able to start actually no, it was a while because I had it was like 2 months or so. It was enough for me to have enough money saved up to give my student loan people a $500 deposit. That way I can pay them off for 2 years at $198 a month, which isn't too bad. That that $20,000 debt for $5,000 really too bad. The thing is that last time I spoke to them, which was pretty recently, like a week ago, so I was like, I paid a $500 deposit to ensure that this happened. So basically last November, when it was the day that we were all going up to stay in a cabin up on the mountain, which was really amazing. It was beautiful there. You know, enjoying the cool weather, freezing cold. Not really used to the cold, but it's the heat is what I'm used to. But it was nice just to get away from the heat, even though I've up the mountain. But it was beautiful, relaxing. Did a bit of hiking. I actually did quite a lot of hiking, walking around and going to the tent, and then back up because I didn't really feel like driving to the town unless I to. Because it was like I would say like a 1.5 mile walk or so. We'd follow the road just up from the cabin and just basically loop all the way. Nice, soothing. See nature, hear nature. Just enjoy it for what it is, because it might not be here much longer. Like forests and stuff, generally, but eventually, we are going to need resources, unless we come up with something to help prevent this from occurring again, or to save us. We need to be, I don't want us to destroy ourselves. I want to see the human species flourish. Sapiens. We can flourish. We just need to learn how to. The only thing is that if we did, if we did end up in struggle, it's very that we would actually lose our skeletal structure. This being depending on how long we remain in space, unless we have some sort of to create an artificial gravity. If we don't, what happens is our bones will slowly deteriorate and we lose them, because you're floating in a zero, almost a zero gravity environment, depending on where you're located. But your bones aren't really needed. You don't need that support. We weren't really meant to travel in outer space because we evolved on the Earth, and on the Earth we adapted to gravity. So that's if we go to a Mars in the future, which we definitely will, hopefully. Hopefully Elon Musk will get us there with SpaceX. Get to Mars, form it. Try to preserve our species to the best we can. Start terraforming Mars. Get a jump start on it. Take a very long time. It can, well, it might take less time now. With technology advancements in certain fields that can help improve that environment. With the environment on Mars, the only thing is that Mars is too small to actually hold liquid water. So what we would have to do is we'd have to survive underground or something. You know, there is water on Mars. There is water. There's glaciers on Mars. Pretty much there is water there, and we have known where there is typically life. So there's a heat. Actually, Mars isn't really producing much heat. It's like Mars is very dangerous. Mars has what they call quakes. Mars does not have tectonic. Mars does not have tectonic plates like Earth, because Mars is cooler than the Earth, because Mars cools a little bit more quickly, because Mars is smaller, and thus eventually cool a little bit more quickly. But they are still active. I think, I'm not 100% sure, but are still active. What can happen is Mars has what they call Mars quakes. Since it doesn't have tectonic plates allow for the movement between or basically land or land masses. You know, the oceanic plate and I can't remember the geological term for them for land masses. But they collide. You know, one goes low, one goes higher. The one that goes lower resinks in mantle and pretty much absorbed and then eventually somewhere else, be a volcano or something, or on the ocean floor or somewhere. But the thing is Mars, since Mars doesn't really, it's just like, think of Mars as like tectonic. It doesn't really move. You know, it's a singular thing. I don't know, not a singular thing. It's like a solid, like a bouncy ball. You know, when you bounce on the ground, it bounces back, of course. But that initial impact, the ball vibrates, causing it to bounce back. Now think of that at Mars. Mars being on the scale that it is just enormous earthquake. Rocks the whole planet, or a portion of the planet, or a significant, or a tiny portion. I'm not 100% sure, but the reason why our planet hasn't cooled down is because we have the weight of the ocean. The ocean is consistently putting pressure on the planet. You know, gravity's having that initial effect. You know, think how much the ocean is. Think the weight of water, how much cubic feet. You know, I don't know the actual number of pounds per square inch water off the top of my head, but you know, how many gallons of water that we have in the ocean. You know, just don't think you can you add different types of all that type of math with that. I can't. It's been so long since I about that, you know, with gallons and the units of measurement with gallons to pounds and stuff like that. No, I can't remember any of that. It's too long. But yeah, you know, the ocean is pretty massive, and that puts consistent pressure on our planet. Help maintain, you know, heat. The heat is also being expelled through, you know, the volcanoes, geysers, you know, huge number of waves ways that it can help, reduce that heat. Pressure buildup. That's why volcanoes, because pressure buildup and things happen. Crazy things can happen. Terrible things can happen. But that's what happens, on a geologically active planet, which is ours. Very geologically active. But what's to say, what will happen when, because our habitable zone, we are with the sun. The sun increases, and its intensity will increase, and will consistently increase as it grows older. So, with that happening, our planet is going to increase in temperature, which a increase on a global scale can significantly alter an environment. I think I just found that I just did one included the level, so I just did a very tiny amount. But with a future shift in temperature, it can drastically alter environment. So I remember seeing something about I think it was on the discussion channel a long time ago that I think it's the Sahara Desert in Africa, north like Egypt and stuff is. Yeah, around there, around that area, how it's all desert right now. It used to be flourishing tropical, maybe tropical place, not a tropical paradise. Like a jungle habitat. It was, I'll say, because that's easier to, pile in people's heads. It was green. It's the vast desert that is there now. But that was the degree. I think it was either the increase in our temperature by a degree or so, or some sort of shift in our axis. But I think towards or I think it was a shift in axis, because what can happen with that is a little bit more to one side, degrees, talking about measurements in degrees, angle. So, not temperature. With a, I don't recall off the top of my head how much are as till 10 degrees, but an even larger tilt on our axis can cause a drastic change in the environment, which I believe happened to Africa, which area is no longer flourishing. It is now just a vast desert. There are, there was water and close to the pyramid, also where the Sphinx is. Humanity in that time and age was survival, and basically surviving. The only way we could survive is still a water source. So right now there's not really water around that area. I think, besides the Nile, we do know that they did build close to the Nile and the Euphrates. So I'm just trying to recall off the top of my head. I don't remember everything, but I remember quite a bit. So, do store 20 million worth of information. Such a vast majority. It's a huge amount of space if you think about it. 20 million volumes. It's like 20 times volumes. Volumes are 20. 20? Is it 20? I thought it was 20, or is it 12? I always think of volume as in, you know, the alphabet, something like that, you know, 26 volumes. We got a whole for A and B and C, you know. Yeah. Let's see. So, level complete. That's. I don't really know where kind of headed. I kind of got sidetracked. Terraforming. So we got a terraform Mars. By the way, yesterday, as I've been telling most people, the James Webb Space Telescope has been completed. It will go. It is 100 times more powerful than the Hubble telescope because it sees in red. Now, red is a waveform that allows. It's a light waveform, which pretty much is the way as light throughout outer space gets redshifted. Red, it no longer becomes visible to our range. So we have our spectrum of light that we can see. It is the visible light, which is the white light, which converted things a rainbow and such and such. We can see through rain pellets. My rain, that's what creates rainbows. The light refraction through the water caused by the weight. Oh crap. So, we have that. So infrared, we'll be able to see. We'll be able to pick up that fainter light that our eyes don't need to pick on because we don't really need to see in that sort of way. We see the way we see is because we went towards the light. Our one ancestor, a very long time ago, in the ocean, decided to go towards the light, while the others went away from it. And thus, you know, slowly over time, our eyes evolved picking up, you know, being able to pick up light better, or shield their eye, or shield theirs from light in a way of not be too blinded by light, but pick it up enough to see, you know, so you'd be able to see your hand and see the, you know, the way we can right now. You know, not everybody can see the wondrous colors that are, you know, red and green and I don't know what specific colors one cannot see. I think reds and greens are the hardest. Maybe yellow, because those are kind of all in the same type form. Blue, but everybody types of color blindness. So people will be blind to reds, or somebody will be blind to green. Yeah, so, but our eyes evolved to be able to pick up white light, essentially, over the course of millions of years, which isn't a whole lot in the whole scale of about it. Spectacular, extraordinary. If you're talking about things on a universal scale, you're talking about billions. Now, think about, you know, if it took 6 years to count to 1 billion, no, stop. To get to 1 billion, you have to count to 8,000,000 times, which is quite a lot, you know, not really. Now, times that by 13. So, you know, you get 36 times 13, which would be, let's see, hold on, I gotta get my head on straight here. 3, and put this in, 27, 6 times, what did it, 13, oh god, 13, that's 1,039, 10, no, not that high, oh my god, that's way down. God, I can't. That's okay. That's okay. I could just like whip out a calculator if I really wanted to, but I'm not gonna do that. I can't math around. It's a little bit late, but figure it out while doing this at the same time and talking. Level complete. Fuck, I did it all wrong. The math, I haven't been talking, I was trying to figure it out in my head. I'm gonna give up. 282. I'm just throwing it out there, I don't think it's that high. It'd be like it had and in 284. Not really that high, right? 13 times 36, so if you take 36 and could do more math to consult it. Kind of get common core shit works, because you're trying to, I know people don't like that, but kind of learn the old way. Typing one number and then going down, adding 0, timesing the second number, and then adding those together. It's just a lot of things to keep in the head. My mind has a hard time focusing on that, like when I'm trying to do it in my head. So like I'm just like, hey, look at that. It's so pretty. Plus, you know, I'm playing this. I'm gonna stop at this level. So, alright, let's back out. I just wanted to do a little bit of Zen. Well, I did a lot more than that. Let's just go to the diamond mine here and see how good dig, because you gotta know to dig for treasure. Oh, that was terrible. I don't know why I went for that. Well, that works in a way, I guess. Shit. Trying to dig down. That cool, cool. See what can I try to do. That works. that just did jack shit. Done, bitch. Holy shit. What did that do for me? Didn't do anything. Let's get rid of these guys. Get rid of the green. Yeah. Motherfucker. Shit. That also works. Should have got rid of the blue. Right now. Fuck. There we go. Awesome sauce. Whoa, I don't know what the fuck. Oh, I could have exploded that a while ago. Holy shit. Why did that sooner? What do you think? Yay! Holy shit. I should not have done that. Should not have done that. That works too. Shit. Let's get rid of these. Could have had a fire. Yep. Oh my god. Yeah. There we go. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Oh, that's a lava rock. What is that? Curious. Didn't really do much, did it? crap. Oh. Intensely. God. Ugh. Zog. Damn it. Shut up. I don't care. Damn it. Why? 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 It's too fun to... So good. That was good, right? Well, I didn't get that much treasure, did I? Decent. Yeah. I got pretty fucking far. Alrighty, well, that's night, everybody. Have a good one, and